Well, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. What's going on, Marvel fans? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all back to a brand new video. And today we've got some very exciting news. Finally, from PlayStation, indirectly I should say, and from, more importantly, Insomniac Games' Wolverine. Holy moly, it feels like we've been waiting for ages for this game to finally claw its way back into the spotlight.
Operating margins, but more than anything, the success of our streaming services.
So yes, today we got an exciting update, something that we've all been anticipating and waiting for a very long time, from Tom Henderson over at Insider Gaming, who went ahead and put up an article talking about the fact that, yes indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the next PlayStation State of Play / Showcase will feature Marvel's Wolverine, or almost definitely will feature Marvel's Wolverine. Now, of course, again, some people could immediately jump to the conclusion, oh, is this going to happen? Why is this going to happen? And how do we know it's going to happen? And more importantly than any of those other questions, when is this going to happen? Well, one thing that's interesting about PlayStation and the month of September is that if we go all the way back, literally to 2019, check it out. September 24th, 2019, we had a State of Play. Then we jump over to 2020, September 16th, we had a PlayStation Showcase. September 9th in 2021, we had a PlayStation Showcase. That is, by the way, where we learned about Wolverine. So yes, it's been about 4 years since we have last heard about this game. Now, carrying on with the example that I was making, if we jump on over to 2022, guess what? September 13th is when we had a State of Play. Jump on over to 2023, September 14th is when we had a State of Play. And then, of course, we also had a State of Play last year on September 24th. Now, of course, that does not outright mean, oh, well, Blitz, so what you're saying is that there's 100% certainty that there's going to be a PlayStation Showcase or a State of Play this year. No, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying it's probably like 95% chance, mostly due to the fact that that is a 6-year track record now for PlayStation to host some type of an event in September. Obviously, PlayStation also tends to attend and be a big part of the upcoming Tokyo Game Show, which also happens around this time of year. So because of that, I feel like when you really start to line up those things, it makes perfect sense that we would see a State of Play or a Showcase at some point in September. I'm leaning towards a State of Play just because I don't really think they have enough stuff to show and make a big enough show for a Showcase. But I would love to see a Showcase, of course, if they have some other cool things to tease and announce. However, I think realistically, we can definitely expect a show probably towards the latter half of September. So like maybe midway / latter half point of September. And now that show will be anchored by the incredibly exciting news that we got today from Tom Henderson at Insider Gaming, that not only is Marvel's Wolverine going to be a part of that upcoming show, but the trailer for Marvel's Wolverine is now completed, which is definitely very, very specific knowledge. Like, this is not some random thing where he's like, oh, I've heard from my friend, whose uncle, whose grandpa, whose great grandma works at Insomniac, that they might be doing something. Well, this is very specific. He literally goes on ahead and says that the marketing trailer, the next marketing trailer, is completed. It's finished. The production on it is done. And I feel like in a world where we saw Insomniac already deal with ransomware attacks and the craziness and awfulness that caused, I think that it's kind of a no-brainer that I don't really expect them to just sit on a trailer somewhere and just kind of hope like, well, let's hope that none of this leaks and no other people get a chance to watch it or anything like that. I think that because this trailer is done, I think that is once again kind of a confirmation that at some point in September, PlayStation will be speaking to us as the fans. And as part of that show, we will finally get to see an update on Marvel's Wolverine. With that being said, if you guys are as excited as I am about Marvel's Wolverine and the next update that we'll be getting, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Thank you guys so very much for your kindness and your continued support. I also will go on ahead and make a prediction that the trailer that we see will go ahead and give us an actual date, which I expect to be sometime next year. I think that when you once again take into account that this game was revealed in 2021 and we are sitting knocking on the door in 2026, I mean, at this point it's like, holy, 5 years? I feel like it's probably about dang time that we all get to play as the one, the only Wolverine.